What if your dog had already decided you were theirs before you ever looked at them and thought, that one? What if everything you think of as you choosing your dog was actually your dog choosing you? And they have been acting on that choice every single day since, in ways you have been reading as random? This is not about being a bad owner. Nobody ever explained what that choosing actually looks like. Stay with me, because what is coming up in the second half is the piece that changes how you see every ordinary moment your dog has ever had with you. Think about your dog the next time they follow you from one room to another. Not because you called them, not because something startled them, just because you moved, and they moved too. You probably read that as habit, as background behavior, as just something dogs do. But here's what is actually happening in that moment, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Researchers at the Family Dog Project in Budapest, one of the longest-running and most respected dog cognition research groups in the world, have documented something that reframes that entire scene. Dogs orient to their primary human the way human infants orient to a primary caregiver. Not because they were trained to. Not because food is involved. They use their person as what researchers call a secure base, a fixed emotional reference point that allows them to move through the world with less fear and more confidence. The orientation itself is the bond made visible. Your dog gravitates to your side of the room because their nervous system has designated you as the place it can stop working so hard. That is not habit. That is your dog having already decided something about you and acting on it quietly every single day. Because most owners, when they think about bonding with a dog, imagine it as something they initiated. Something they built through training, through consistency, through time. But the choosing, the actual neurological choosing, happened earlier than that, and it came from them first. Take the moment of eye contact you have probably had 100 times without fully understanding it. Your dog looks at you, not at a treat, not at the door, at you. Soft face, relaxed body, just looking. And you probably looked back, maybe smiled, maybe looked away. What you did not know is what was happening inside them during those few seconds. Research into oxytocin release in dogs has found that when a dog holds calm, mutual eye contact with their owner, their neurochemistry mirrors what happens in a human parent gazing at their child. The same bonding hormone, the same biological signature of attachment. Your dog was not waiting for a command in that moment. They were bonding with you, actively, chemically, on purpose. That is not a small thing. That is your dog doing something profoundly intentional, and most of us have been reading it as nothing. Then there is the check-in. You know this one too. Your dog walks over when you're sitting quietly. They press their nose briefly to your hand or lean for just a second against your leg, and then they settle nearby. Most owners read that as the dog being a little needy, a little restless. It is neither. Your dog is reading your chemistry in that moment. They are confirming that you are still you. Still calm, still safe, still the anchor they chose. The check-in is deliberate. It is your dog doing the thing they decided mattered before you ever consciously decided they mattered back. The choosing was not mutual from the start. Your dog was ahead of you. They had already built an entire emotional architecture around your presence, your scent, your movement, your sound, and they have been maintaining it quietly and consistently every single day. If that lands the way it should, then subscribe, because what is coming next is the part that carries real weight. Knowing your dog chose you is one thing. Understanding what that choice cost them when you do not recognize it. That is the piece that changes how you show up for them. Starting today, that check-in moment, where your dog presses their nose to your hand just to confirm you are still you. Does your dog do that to you? Drop your answer in the comments below. But here is what the choosing actually costs them when you do not show up for it. That is the part nobody talks about. And it is heavier than most owners expect. Research out of Linköping University found something that should stop you in your tracks. It is the owner's personality and emotional state, not the dog's, that drives the dog's long-term stress hormone levels. Dogs mirror the stress of their owners, not occasionally, not in extreme situations, chronically, measurably, across seasons. Owners with high cortisol levels have dogs with high cortisol levels, while owners with low cortisol levels have dogs with low levels. Think about what that means. Your dog did not just choose you emotionally. Their nervous system is literally running on yours. When you are distracted, dysregulated, or carrying something heavy and unspoken, your dog is already carrying a version of it too. Before you have said a single word, before you have done a single thing. That is not metaphor. That is biology. And it escalates everything that came before it. The secure base your dog built around you, the check-ins, the quiet proximity, all of it is downstream of your state. You are not just their person. You are their physiological weather. So the question is not just whether you know your dog chose you. The question is what you do with that knowledge in the ordinary moments that actually shape their days. Start with the greeting, "You come home." Your dog erupts, the spin, the whine, the full-body wag that looks almost too big for them to contain. Most owners absorb this as background warmth. Cute, but routine. Here is what is actually happening. Your dog's nervous system has been holding an open loop since the moment you left. Not waiting for food, not waiting for a walk, waiting for the specific person their entire emotional world is organized around to come back through the door. The reunion closes that loop. What that moment needs from you is not a distracted head pat on the way to the kitchen. It needs 2 minutes of actually landing back in the relationship. Eye contact, stillness, presence. 2 minutes. That is the cost of the choosing, and it is almost nothing. Then there are the quiet moments. Your dog lying near you while you work, not asking for anything, not nudging you, just there. Most owners read this as the dog being low maintenance, easy, undemanding. It is none of those things. This is your dog in their highest expression of trust. Being near you is enough. They are not waiting for something better. They are not performing. They chose this spot, this proximity, this ordinary afternoon with you, and they are living fully inside it. What that moment needs from you is simple. Do not always convert it into interaction. You do not have to pet them. You do not have to acknowledge it. Just let it be what it is. Let them have it. And then there is the glance. You are somewhere new or something unexpected happens. A sound, a stranger, a change in the air. And your dog looks at you. Not at the thing, at you. Soft, quick checking. This is called social referencing, and it is one of the most significant things a dog can do. They are not looking for a command. They are looking because you are their emotional anchor, and they need to know how to feel about what just happened. What that moment needs from you is not reassurance, not alarm, not a big reaction, just steadiness. Just you being the same calm person they decided you were. Every one of these moments, the greeting, the quiet afternoon, the checking glance, is your dog acting on a choice they made before you fully understood the weight of it. The greeting is them completing a loop they held open for you. The stillness is them living inside the bond they built. The glance is them trusting you to be their ground. You do not have to earn this from scratch. It is already there, already built, already running. Your dog made their decision. The only thing left is whether you are present enough, steady enough, and still enough to meet them in it. Because that is exactly what they have been waiting for you to do. Subscribe for more like this, and watch the next video on screen right now.